What's up, guys? I'm currently vacationing out in the wilderness, but put in a lot of good work to get this vlog out to you because I know a lot of you guys were asking for the vlog. There's a lot of great content throughout the entire video, so please stick all the way through. It's one of my proudest videos to date. So, and I guess this is more my proudest video because it's my first vlog, my first official vlog. I did say I was going to only do a 3 to 4 minute one, but it's turned out to be almost 20 minutes long. I do hope you guys enjoy the extra content, and I will be back at it soon. Paldean Fate's special event at the end of the month. If you guys haven't done so already, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so please hit subscribe below if you guys are new here. We do a lot of Pokemon breaks and Pokemon or collectible content, so it's always a fun time here, right? So I'll see you guys. So I just ended streaming about 2 hours ago. Pretty much packed like 90% of the way already. So yeah, gonna be heading to the airport in a couple of hours. It's currently 2:43, just turned 2:43, and yeah, I don't know what to expect. This is the first time I'm gonna be traveling by myself for any situation. So I think it's a little nerve-wracking, obviously, because before, like, I've had a caretaker. Miss Ren's been my caretaker before, but then now I'm like actually out in the wilderness by myself. So yeah, we'll hope for the best. Hopefully everything at TSA is a smooth little transaction along, and I'll take you guys along for this short little VOD here, show you guys my experience here or there in Hawaii, and yeah, I'll see you guys.
If you give me a minute, girl, I'll write you a love song that could only have been written just for you. And I'll give you all day just to let you decide if all that I'm saying is true. I wanna let you
Can I, may I, mean I don't mean to say I love you or anything like that or related to it. I mean I don't want to sound stupid, but all I need in my life is lady music, and I guess you too. Yes, I guess it's true, not trying to be a love fool, but I like the way you do the things you do. Getting tired of the standard eyes, cause in reality I need you by my side. But if you say no, nah, I won't cry, I won't lie, I'm just not that type of guy. Tolerance is my best trait.
Here's the deal.
So for now, let's get one thing straight. I'm logical, so I'm a
I think I may have come down here for nothing, because the whole reason why I came down here was to get Mitsuhiro Arita to sign a couple of my cards for his personal collection, right? So I bought my VIP pass, haven't gotten an email from it. Looked on the website at some point a couple weeks ago or a week and a half ago or so, they said, oh, VIP members will get an email to meet Mitsuhiro Arita. I never got that. So when I looked on the website to just actually a couple hours ago and double check everything, they actually had a VIP sign up list that I completely missed. So I think I spent the past 2, 3, maybe 4 hours. I think right now it's 7 o'clock, just like 15 past 7. So I've been spending 4 hours coping. I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna have a little bit of fun. It took me a little time to sort of like get that off, and hopefully I go to customer service over there if they have one, or guest services or whatever they have over there. Maybe they can arrange something or give me a discount or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still hurt. I'm still hurt. Otherwise, Hawaii's been great. I wish the first day I was a little bit more, I guess, I wish I had a little bit more energy to go around. I touched down, got my car. I think I went to Walmart. Miss Friend was asking me to get some drink mixes for her. So I also had to buy like a toothbrush, had to buy some water. Headed over to a shoe shop. After that, I headed to the hotel, got situated, and I fell asleep. I was gonna meet up with Fox, and I just straight up fell asleep for a few hours, much longer than I anticipated. I'm lucky I didn't get a ticket, to be honest, because I parked on the street. But head over to Fox 808's place. His place is actually crazy because there's so much like heat that he himself doesn't even like remember he has, and they're all just like scattered about. Meeting with Fox 808 was pretty cool at his office. Came back, FaceTimed with Miss Friend and the kid, and I think I may have fell asleep on FaceTime because all I remember is it was like 9 o'clock. I decided to go to bed and FaceTime them. Next thing you know, it's 3:30 a.m. I got to the venue. I didn't know I had early access, even though they said we would have early access, because they didn't send me anything. Maybe things changed. I did feel like during the lead up to this, I had the shorter end of the stick because my VIP pass was on the second wave. If you guys didn't know, the VIP passes initially sold out very fast, but some of these guys canceled it or refunded or whatever the case. I was on the wait list in case some of these VIP spots opened up, and lo and behold, I actually got a spot. I believe because of the fact that I was on the second wave of VIP ticket holders coming in. For whatever reason, I wasn't added on to any mailing list, so I wasn't able to get any informative emails, directions, what have it. I got to the venue maybe around like 9 o'clock. I think I started waiting around like 9:22, 9:25 between that in the line, because there was no like big magical sign telling me, oh, VIP members get early access, whatever. So I'm like, I don't want to bother anyone. My anxiety was already pretty high because I thought I wasn't gonna be able to meet Arita. So I was like playing over and over in my head what or how I would explain to them.
I didn't get any emails. I wasn't aware of the mailing list.
I thought that I was finished. Like I literally thought that I wasn't going in there planning to be able to see Mitsuhiro Arita on that day. You know, I already cut my losses. I spent about, at that point, 6 hours thinking about it and just like, you know what? Flew all the way out to Honolulu. I'm gonna have some fun, all right? I'm not gonna let this ruin my day. Always gotta look at the positive side, right? Played it over in my head. As soon as it hit 10 o'clock, we were all let in. When I got to like the ticket scanners, I had to show them, hey, like, here's my receipt and everything, but I never got an email. So they're like, okay, sure, no problem. Here's a VIP bag. It didn't have like a shirt. I think you're supposed to get like a shirt in there and some other stuff, but at that point I wasn't like really like bothered. Everyone I've interacted up to this point was very, very nice, very, very courteous and polite. When you enter the building, there's a big Gengar blow up. That shit was lit. To be honest, that was lit. Bless you, babe. So you go in, that's the entrance. To the right, there was some arcade machines. There was like I believe there was like a local car group set up there, giving away some freebies, I believe. I don't exactly remember what. I forgot to, shouts to them. I don't even know their team name, but next time I gotta like visit that. All the way in the corner to the right hand side, as soon as you walk into the entrance, was the celebrity alleyway, I guess they called it. And Mitsuhiro Arita's line was basically a long straight line stretching out into the convention grounds where all the vendors and stuff were. It goes into the person at the front. He was taking names and everything, and then it extends another long line and a long straight line, and it goes into an S configuration, about maybe like 5 or 6 rows of the S configuration that snakes into the booth where Arita was doing his signing and selling his stuff. At that point, I decided, you know, let's wait in line, let's see what this guy has to say. I was expecting them to turn me away, wait in like the general admission line. I was prepared to wait all day in the standby line. I had a couple cool people too, by the way. There was this guy who was there to get several of his cards signed. His buddy was into glass blowing. One guy's into cards, the other guy's into glass blowing. So they attend each other's conventions with each other. That's some homie. I need a homie like that. The guy showed me his little glass blowing marble. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Shout out to them. When I got to the front of the line, I explained to the guy, hey, I never got like an email or anything, despite the website saying I will. Basically, this is what he said. He said, huh, that's weird. Oh, I got you here. I can get you in 11 o'clock. At that point, it was about 10:38. So I'm like, you know, like, that's it? Yeah. So I just come back at 11, come up to you, skip the line and everything. He's like, yep, just come through. And yeah, join the line. I'm like, oh, At that point, my day was made. Like, nothing was screwing up my day at that point. So I started waiting in line. I think it took about 2 hours until I got to the front of the line. During those 2 hours, there was really not much to there really wasn't much to report about. I think I didn't really talk to anyone in line. There was maybe like 1 or 2 people I made some comments to. I did see some guy coming out from the front of the line who got his jumbo Mitsuhiro Arita illustrated Rayquaza signed with green ink. It was amazing. It was mwah, beautiful. I was completely envious, I'll say that. During those 2 hours, I saw Island Grown come by. I didn't get to actually shake hands and introduce myself and say what's up to him till the end of the show, which was 7 o'clock. I did also see Matt Stoney, a San Jose native, I believe. I don't know if he grew up here, but I got to physically see Matt Stoney. I didn't actually get to walk up to him and say what's up, like, hey man, San Ho from the Bay, you know what I'm saying? The booth over from Arita, there was 2 spots. One was DPM, Deep Pocket Monster, Pat Flynn. Next to him was Matt Stoney, and they were getting like a decent amount of people coming in, just saying what's up, getting them to sign their binders or sign their energy card, whatever it was. They all seemed very, very like friendly, very cool. So you always love to see that, right? I did get to see Unlisted Leaf, by the way. Again, not shake hands or anything. Unlisted Leaf took over the booth next to him, and it was actually a pretty good line of people who were coming to see him. And to his credit, he looked absolutely thrilled to be there, absolutely thrilled to meet every single one of the people who were in line, including the parents, if there were kids, parents, whatever. So shout out to Unlisted Leaf, man. Not that he needs it. I think I need it more than anything. By the time I got to the front of the line, about 2 hours worth of waiting, chose my stuff. I think I chose an illustration book that he wrote, about I think like 40 illustrations in the book. $50 Cowabunga t-shirt. I'll probably wear it on stream when I get back. Obviously chose my cards to get signed, what to get signed on, and everything. So I was finally at the front of the line, which was great, right? Just about 2 or 3 people down from making my payment, Arita had to leave. At 1 o'clock, he was scheduled to make an appearance on a stage, and I believe he was supposed to do a live drawing demonstration, which obviously you gotta have Arita doing that, right? I can't hate on that. But I was annoyed, honestly. I can't say I wasn't annoyed, because obviously you wait in line. You said your time slot was gonna be at 11 o'clock. You expect to be done promptly, right? But I waited 2 hours, didn't end up getting my signature until about 3.5 hours later. So obviously that kind of sucks. To get sort of like a clearer picture of what had happened, the table started off with a couple of girls who were taking our names, driver license, and everything to make sure Arita, knows exactly what to sign, on what to sign, and whatever the case. So his books, his illustration books, prints, his shirts, and everything was all lined out. And then at the very end of that table, it goes into an L shape, and that's where Arita was, down the other end of the L. At that corner was the cashier. So everyone who had finished writing everything down, picked out their products to buy and everything, they would pay and then proceed onto the adjacent row or line, I guess, to go to Mitsuhiro Arita's actual signing spot. But when Arita had left, they said everyone who had already paid gets a ticket and they would be led back in. Everyone else can either stay or leave. If they leave, they would have to restart the line over again. At that point, maybe only about 4 people had actually paid. I was one of the people who had my stuff. I had a little slip telling him, oh, it's signed Tim's and the Tim's, kanji, whatever. And I had my shirt that I wanted, I had my book that I wanted, but I didn't pay. So what did they say? Well, you either stay here or you can leave and come back. And if you do come back, you're not guaranteed your same spot in the line. So we all had to stay there for a whole hour. I said it took me about 2 hours to get to the front. Well, it took me another hour for him to come back, and then maybe another 30 minutes or so for him to actually get through whoever was in front and then get to me. So it was a harrowing experience. I don't think I can be faulted for feeling a little crappy about it, but no harm, no foul. I got my autographs that will be in my collection forever. I've never put together a convention before. I've never organized a signing for anyone before, so I can't say that I would have done this better, done that better. Like, leave it to them. I'm sure they'll take all the useful feedback that they've gotten and make it a more seamless procedure next time around. So, yeah, can't hate on it. I still had a good time. I still got my signatures. You got to remember, coming in, I didn't think I was going to get anything signed. It was a win at the end of the day. I was finally freed around 2:15, 2:20, and I was free to enjoy the convention. And boy, there was a lot of stuff at the convention, I'll say that. Masaki promos in the original envelopes, which is mind-blowing. The Neo Genesis premium files, in Japanese, the Japanese premium file folder things, all sealed for about $80 per. I forgot to pick up one. I meant to pick one up, but I completely forgot. Completely slipped my mind. So that kind of sucks, but it was still cool to see. In the original display as well, which is, you know, points, extra points. The very first lunchbox tin ever going for 5K. 5K is actually probably like pretty generous nowadays. Actually, 5K, I believe it's gone up to 6, 7 plus now. But someone was selling it for 5K. I know someone was selling some vintage booster boxes. I believe like 6 or 8 of them, 6 to 8 of them. I believe. I don't remember the exact count. About 6 to 8 vintage booster boxes for 50K total. I didn't get to actually see what booster boxes they are. I thought they were all first edition base set, but I honestly couldn't see. I was just I was just glad to be there at this point. I got to meet one of my old friends, a friend who I met on Whatnot. Well, he was a seller, I was a buyer. He was actually a vendor, and I didn't actually notice him. He recognized my voice from my streams, and but he couldn't recognize me at first because I didn't have the Gengar beanie on, didn't have the glasses on. He ended up, you know, like, hey, do you know me, or do I know you, or whatever? And I just looked up and I'm like, oh, hell no. You know, like so that was absolutely surreal, man. Got to chat up with a little bit of with a few other vendors there. I almost swung a deal for a couple things, but I pulled out at the last second, being a little picky, but ended up pulling back a pretty decent haul, I would say. Looking back on it, I thought I spent a lot more than I did, but I actually didn't spend all that much, especially for convention standards, I guess, because, you know, when you go to a convention, a lot of people expect to spend like extravagant amounts of money, but I actually didn't really spend too much. I think I ended up making a few trades to sort of like level out my or curb my money spending. So I think I spent maybe less than $1,000, probably less than $1,000 on the actual like stuff from the convention, and not counting the hotel, flight, and the signings. Can't wait to visit more conventions because this was my first convention. Believe it or not, I think a lot of people expected me to be some like, especially in the community or people around the community. I feel like a lot of you guys expect me to be like some like uber experienced collector when I'm really not. On my way out, I actually caught Island Grown, which, you know, like I think a lot of you guys know, I was supposed to, you know, shake hands with the guy like during my visit to Hawaii last year, but that didn't actually happen. He caught COVID. So didn't happen. So I was actually happy to be able to meet up with him really quick, introduce myself, say hey, and make that connection, I guess. He mentioned coming back for Worlds, which I already had on my mind, man. Hopefully I do get some tickets in August for Worlds. Until then, I'm gonna have to wait. Thank you guys so much. If you guys stuck all the way through the video, it's an absolute honor to have you guys here. Hopefully you guys like the VOD. If there's any questions you guys might have about the convention that I didn't answer in the video, please let me know down below in the question, or sorry, ask your question in the comments below. And anything else you guys need to know, I mean, I'm here. I am very active with the community. Join our Discord. Link should be in the description. Follow me, twitch.tv/Sims, where I usually, obviously not this month, but usually stream very, very often. Yeah, just check out the description. We usually have some pretty cool stuff for you guys, all right? I'll see you guys next time. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys want more convention and vlog style content like this. Yeah, until next time, guys. Bye.
Everything is quiet.
And it goes a little something like
This is the kind of song you sing when you're lovesick. Kind of song you feel from your head to your stomach. Kind of feeling you feel when you're punished for befriending the person you're in love with. Now pain is the only feeling in the game. Not only my emotions are stuck untamed, and power-ups mean nothing to a star, but sometimes I wish I could hit you with a car. Wait, I'ma take that back, didn't mean it like that, sorry. My thoughts are out of whack, because when you walk by I grab the straps on my backpack and hide my face so we don't get any weird flashbacks. Man, we tune to the same track, move with the same pack, man, like a tic-tac. And I was having visions of a road trip and a hatchback, but now we'll never get to laugh or backtrack. And now the only game we seem to play is duck, cover, hide when you're coming my way. See, you were trying to make it to class, and that was